I'm sure you've caught up on the news, and the first thing I wanted to ask you about was how the vote came down. So this time around, 15 senators voted for Tito Sotto to become Senate President, whereas just 6 weeks ago, he could barely muster the numbers to become SP, right? So a lot of things have changed in those 6 weeks. What does this tell you?
Right. Well, I think for the longest time since not for the longest time, but since the 2025 midterms, we've always considered now Senate President Tito Sotto a sort of like a Senate President in waiting, right? Given his seniority and reputation among his colleagues. So this is not a really surprising development that he was able to muster the support of his colleagues. I think it was easy for many of his colleagues to switch their support, especially those who have less partisan interests or in some of the clearly divisive issues in the Senate, like for example the previous impeachment trial of the vice president. So definitely, the decisive factor was the flood corruption scandal, and how investigative reports and the hearings in the House the former Senate President Francis Escudero has been linked to a donor to the controversy, and I think that his colleagues in the Senate could just they could no longer afford to just really shield him, and they risk themselves losing their credibility and the credibility of the Senate as an institution.